Hello and welcome to my channel. I haven't filmed in like ages because I haven't had anything to edit on. I was using my sister's laptop, but she's gone to university now, so I had to go buy my own laptop, but it just means that now I can finally edit videos. I've done a lot of makeup shopping recently, so I just want to do a bit of a first impressions video. I mean, some of the things I've got here I have already tried out, but I just sort of wanted to give my opinion, let people know what I think of them, see if you're maybe looking to buy them, and just to show you what some of my first thoughts are on these products. Let's get started. So the first thing I've got is foundation, and of course it is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I know I'm completely late to the party on this one because literally everyone's been talking about it for ages, but it's like £29, so I was kind of like, do I really want to spend that much on a foundation? But I decided to, as you can tell. I actually got the colour Natural Beige. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos just to see what sort of colour I might be, and this is where I came out, but as you can tell it is too dark. And as a foundation brush, I actually bought one of these like toothbrush thingies. It's from a company or brand called ibeauty. I've never actually heard of them before, but I just saw it advertised on Cult Beauty and I thought I might be able to try that out. I think this was about £20 or £18. On the picture it looks a lot bigger, but look how tiny it is. It's literally so tiny, but the bristles are literally like so soft and the brush is really dense, so when you're using like liquid foundation it doesn't eat a lot of the product, which is good. And I mean, it's bendy, like, is that a good thing? I guess. Now I know this is a first impressions video, but I have actually tried this foundation out before just because I wanted to be able to give a review on what it was like for wearing it for the whole entire day. But yes, I'm just going to go with probably just one pump, not a full pump, like half a pump. Let's go up. Oh dear. I haven't primed my face because I just wanted to show you what it goes on like without primer, and to be honest I don't always use primer. I know, terrible, but yes. So like with this brush, I just can't explain it. I'm just used to like dabbing in, like I use a Morphe 439 brush, I think this is, which I normally just like sort of dab the foundation in, but with this it's like you sort of lightly swipe it in. I'm not like rubbing it in, I'm literally just like gliding it over my skin. I mean, yeah, this is a cool brush and it's like a sort of a cool idea, and it's like, it's just a different way to put makeup on, but I don't think it's worth 18 or 20 pounds or however much it was, because it's quite a lot of money for one brush. And say for instance with a company like Morphe brushes, you can just get probably like 3 or 4 brushes for that price. So I mean, I wouldn't really highly recommend this sort of brush. I mean, I feel like if you're going to go for a brush like this, you may as well just go all out and get the Artiste brushes because, well, yeah. One thing I will say though is it does apply quite flawlessly, even though the bad thing I have to say about this foundation is everyone goes on about how it's, you know, buildable, it's medium to full coverage, but I just don't know, I just don't like it. I just don't think, I don't know if it's just me, but I just don't think it covers that well. Like, I'm like seriously like lightly gliding this over my face. I've used like 3 different brushes with this foundation just to see if it's maybe the brush or I don't know, but I don't know, look. I mean, of course I'm going to apply like 2 layers of this, but I don't know, I'm just not that impressed, to be perfectly honest. I've got quite oily skin, so for me, I just felt like I came through this foundation so much, like throughout the day. I mean, to be honest, I actually really love, well, not love, but I really like the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation finish. However, I don't like the way it feels like cement on your face. It feels like definitely an all-night foundation, like, or an all-day foundation, not an everyday foundation, if that makes sense, because it's just, it's almost like having face paint on, because it's just, you can just feel it on your face and it's just quite thick. And I just wish that there was a foundation that I could find that has that sort of coverage but that feels light, if you know what I mean. And that's what I was hoping with this. So I mean, I think I would probably give this like a 6 out of 10. Okay, the next thing I'm going in with, I'm so excited to use it. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I actually got my hands on this, I cannot believe it. I got the colour Light. This is the packaging. I'm not actually 100% sure what the price was of this. I think it might have been £18, but I will link it down below. The applicator just makes me laugh literally every single time. Like, look at the size of that. Oh my gosh. Like, look at it in comparison to my eye. I'm not even kidding, that's like massive. But I love that because look, you can literally just, bam, that's your whole eye done. I have a feeling that this might be a bit too much, but I'm just going to go with what I'm used to start with and then see what it's like from there. I'm just going to blend that out with a tiny little, I think this is a contour brush from Real Techniques. I've literally been waiting my whole life for like a really full coverage concealer because I have quite dark circles under my eyes, which isn't great, so it would be nice to have them nice and covered. Literally all I do is like dab this and then blend the rest of my finger because I don't know, it just gets into all the nook and crannies. So far, if it stays like this, I will be so very impressed because right now I feel fully covered, which is what I want. Something I actually really like about this is it's not sticky at all. Like sometimes when you touch concealer, like dabbing it onto your eye, like you can sort of feel the stickiness, and I know it's quite bad for your skin to be tugging at it all the time. So I think this is a really nice concealer. The consistency is so flush, like it just blends out so lovely. Oh my gosh. I'm actually so impressed with that. Yeah, I've honestly just trying to make sure that everything I buy now is cruelty free because like brands like Too Faced, Tarte and more go on and on. I like amazing makeup brands that make brilliant makeup, so what's the point in buying other makeup that's just as good that tests on animals, if you know what I mean? So yes. So my view on this concealer is I love it. It's got amazing coverage. It's like not creasing at all. Normally when you put a concealer on, because it can be, if it's high coverage and it's normally quite thick, so it creases quite quickly, but I don't know, it just feels really thin on my skin. Like I can't feel it on my skin, and it's just, it might be a little bit too light for my skin, but you know, after a bit of powder and contouring, hopefully that'll be okay. But this gets a 10 out of 10 for me, I'm not even joking. Like this is the best concealer I think I've used. So well done, Tarte. You nailed it. So now we're moving on to powder. Bet you can't guess what I got. The RCMA No Colour Powder. Like again, everyone's been raving about this powder, been comparing it to the Laura Mercier translucent powder, which I don't actually own because like I was like, really, that much for a powder? Don't think so. I was like, really, that much for a powder? I think not. Obviously the packaging is not pretty like at all. It literally looks like some sort of spice or something. But yes, so you open the lid and it just literally looks like that. It literally just looks like a talcum powder pot. Yeah, a lot of people have said that it leaves a white cast, so I'm hoping that won't happen. I'm going to take a few pictures and just hope not, but yeah. And I'm going to put this all over my face. I know a lot of people use it for baking, but a lot of people use the translucent powder for all over powder, so I'm going to try that. I'm going to use a blush brush from Real Techniques just because it's really super soft. Dab, dab, just kidding, dab, dab. Oh gosh, the powder does and half flick everywhere, but obviously it feels like it's powder. But you know, like when you get, you know when you look at pictures and obviously you can't see people's pores in the pictures because it's obviously quite airbrushed. This is literally what it looks like on my skin right now. Like I don't know if you can see, but it's literally making my skin look all one level, if that makes sense. So no dips, no dips, no dots, no this, no that. I'm not going to do any baking today because the kitchen is closed. I really like this powder. Oh my gosh, I did not think I'd actually like it. It just makes my skin look it looks really flawless on my skin. It's sort of transformed the foundation a little bit. See that shine on my forehead? Bye shine. I mean, yes, the powder is yes. If you want it, go buy it. I think it's great. I'm just going to quickly take a picture with flash just to see what this ends up looking like. Okay, so I've just taken a picture just with flash just to see how this comes out, and this is probably the ugliest picture like ever, but yes. You can't really see because of the light, if you know what I mean, but do you get what I mean? Such a bad picture. But no, I mean, I don't see any flash, like I'm really not seeing any flashback. I was going to do a bit of contouring today, but I already have these products, so I don't really think it counts as much, but I'm going to just use the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit with one of their little brush thingies. And if you're wondering why it's in some weird plastic container, it's because I got it in like a Christmas set when it was like, try all these products, you'll love them. So next up is something which I'm really excited to show, because apparently it's classed as drugstore, but I actually bought this in Debenhams, so I don't really know how drugstore realistic that is. But it's sort of like a mid-range product, you know, something that's not high-end, but it's not drugstore either. It seems to just be something that everybody has, like people from quite a range of skin tones, just like the Hoola bronzer, like literally just seems to work for everybody. But it is the Bahama Mama bronzer by the company called The Balm. It comes in a really cute little, like, I don't know what you'd call it. Comes in a really cute little compact, I guess you could call it. It has a little mirror in there, and then obviously there is the bronzer. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any shimmer in this whatsoever. It's a bit of a matte bronzer, which is more what you want in the winter time, because you don't want to have be like, shine, 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 look at me, I'm so shiny. Especially when you're oily like me. I'm just hoping this is going to be an okay colour for me, because I don't want it to be too light or too grey. I really like the way it's quite buildable. I mean, in person I'd sort of stop here, like if I'm doing like a sort of everyday makeup look, I don't want to be any more bronzed than that, because it'd just be too much. But if it was for a night out, then I would add more, because hello, no one can see you in the dark. So far I actually really like this bronzer because I like the way it's buildable. I really like the colour. It's a bronzer colour. It's a bronzer colour. I like when I'm looking in this mirror here, it really does look like I've got like cheekbones, like, oh my gosh, I could just walk around like this all day. Like, yeah, I just have really good cheekbones. Jokes. Now, I really like this bronzer. It was actually £15. If you're looking for a new bronzer and you're not too sure what to go for, I would definitely try that out. Next is blush. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. By the way, can you see? That is that cute. It is the new Tarte Holiday collection. Yes, 2016. Blush Compact. Oh my gosh. Yes, because this looks so very Christmassy. This looks like a sort of February colour, doesn't it? This is like something you bring out in February. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm so excited to open this. Ooh. Oh, it's like proper like plastic. I didn't expect that. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I got this because I actually own, before this, one blusher. I owned one blusher. Like, what? Oh my gosh, I just have one, and it's shimmery blush. What? But I decided to get this because it's got everything on it. Well, why would you ever need to buy a blush ever again? I bet you I'm gonna buy another blush again, because I'll be like, I haven't got that colour. But you've got like the more cool tones, and then you've got the more summery, brighter tones. I mean, I don't know how much use I'm gonna be getting out of this, but I'm sure I'll find something. I can see that I think these two here are completely matte, and then these three here are completely matte, but then look at this one. Oh my goodness, look how shimmery it is. This was retailing at £32, which for 10 blushes from a high-end brand, isn't that a bargain? That's a bargain, come on. The blush brush I'm going to be using is the Morphe E4 brush, courtesy of Jaclyn Hill, of course, because she just went on and on and on about this blush brush, how it's the best blush brush she'd ever seen in her life, and if anyone came at her with another blush brush, she'd be like, okay, I'll see you never. So I was like, maybe I need that. I'm going to go for this shade right here, which is called Montage. That looks really pigmented to me. I don't know about you. Oh, hello, pink. But other than that, I'm so impressed with that. Oh my gosh. It's so pigmented, but like not too pigmented, if you know what I mean. Like as pigmented as you want to blush. Yeah, I would highly recommend getting this palette, because I think it's more than worth the money, because first of all, the blushes in it are amazing. You get such a massive choice. It's Tarte, and I mean, you've got 10 blushes. What more could you want? So that gets a thumbs up from me. Next is a mascara. Now I bet you can guess which mascara this is. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Here is the brush head. So that's just a couple of coats. I mean, that is definitely buildable, like 100% buildable. The thing I really like about it is because I like lashes to look thick on the bottom, so like you've got quite a dark lash band, and then obviously I like a lot of volume opposed to maybe like clumpiness, if you know what I mean. And I feel like this gives both, if you can see. Like my lash band looks much darker, and then obviously it's given me the length as well. Other than that, I'm actually really impressed with this mascara. It seems to be worth the hype. Hallelujah! However, it is £19 for a mascara. £19. That's £19. Okay, so next up is probably the thing I'm excited for the most, like out of this whole video. And this is the Becca Jaclyn Hill highlighter in Champagne Pop. Oh my gosh. This is the packaging. It's actually quite cool. It feels like the type of packaging that if you were to drop it, it wouldn't break. It's sort of like rubbery here and then obviously metal there. So if it dropped face down, then yeah, that's the end of that. Here it is. You get a cute little, oh hello, hello me. You get a cute little mirror in there, which is perfect because hello, everybody needs a little mirror. Like, oh my gosh, look at that. It literally looks like there's like a torch coming out of my finger. Oh damn. Oh my gosh. Isn't it so weird how people hate their faces to be shiny, and now like the hype's all about having a shiny face. Love the fact it's got a hint of gold in it as well. If you want a highlighter that's like not too everyday and not too like whoa, then this is definitely perfect for you because look at that shimmer on my face. I just can't stop doing it. Next and last, but by no means least at all, is a present from my wonderful, wonderful friends. And it is the Charlotte Tilbury lip stuff. So I have the Lip Cheat lip liner in Pillow Talk, the Lip Luster Lick Lacquer in Seduction, and the Kissing lipstick in the colour Penelope Pink. Oh my goodness, this is rose gold packaging. Which comes like in a cute little tube like this, which is so adorable. This is it with the lip gloss on top. So, I am in love. I'm in love with these lipsticks. As far as I'm aware, I think this is around £50 for the set of 3. So, you get a set of 3 that Charlotte Tilbury's obviously put together herself, and these 3 actually came together as a trio. Yes, that's a lot of money to spend on one lip look, but it's a wonderful Christmas or birthday present to ask for if you were looking for something new to try on your lips that you know you're going to love and fall in love with and take everywhere with you. However, I probably wouldn't take that anywhere with me because if I lost it I would literally cry because it's so beautiful. And this is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this little first impressions video. I definitely did, and I'm so happy with literally everything I've got. Obviously probably bar maybe these 2. I just don't think they're worth the hype as much, and this wasn't really worth as much the money, to be honest. I just think that I prefer a little bit more of a full coverage in my opinion, but everything else, oh my gosh, I'm just in love with it. If you like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. I hope you've been having a very fantastic day, week, year, month, evening, morning, anything. Luckily, because I've got a laptop now, I can edit videos, so I'm hopefully going to be uploading a lot more frequently because I enjoy doing this and I didn't really want to stop, but I didn't really have much of a choice. And I hope to see you in my next video. Okay, bye. Bye. I'll see you. Bye.